What is up, guys? Sam from the Byeforever family back with another war recap, this time over in Elite Academy for their penultimate MLCW BK League match of the season up against Bosnian Knights. And as you can see, EA walking away with the victory by 3 stars this week, 59-56. So GG to the Chiefs and Chiefettes over at Bosnian Knights. But let's take a look at the stats in this one. As you can see, they did get both of the 11s doubled up. I believe that they went, maybe no 11v11 for them this week. And then the 10s, they did a very nice job dipping out, getting all 4 of those taken care of. No 10v10s for them this week, 0 for 10. But a very nice job to the EA Babes building team, keeping it fresh this week. And then obviously getting those 9s cleared up. So an excellent job to them. Looking over at the EA side, obviously, got to talk about it. 1 star from the perfect. So 1 11v11 on 1 attempt, and it was Dexter getting it done. Perfect dips, 3 for 3 to go along with 3 10v10s, and then just for good measure, 1 10 was doubled or tripled a second time. So the stats will show 4 10v10s, and then the Town Hall 9s obviously putting on a clinic, going 12 for 16, I think this week, 75%. So scouts galore. They were able to scout up everything, make sure that those 10 attacks could go in very, very nicely. Let's look at the war details. I want to shout out the people, obviously, who get it done. So Dexter with the 6-pack, including the 11v11 kills, getting those dips in very nicely, taking care of Lone Wolf with that 10v10. That was a re-tripling. The White Wolf picking up a 10v10 on their top Town Hall 10, so excellent job. I picked up the 6-pack 10v10 this week. Pitts with the 9v9 6-pack. And who else? Lucky with the 9v9 6-pack, and the Flash all the way there at the bottom there with the 9v9 6-pack. So excellent job all around to the guys and girls at EA, doing it big. Not eligible for playoffs or anything this season, but definitely playing spoiler makers in a couple of cases. So let's jump in to a few of the replays and check out how it unfolded. And first off, we are going to be looking at Dexter going in, and look at the time on this raid from the time it gets started to the time that this thing ends. So 1 minute 16 seconds is all it took to drop this basically maxed out Town Hall 11, and he is going to be doing it with the mass electro drags. So he dropped in that battering, oh sorry, I got a little Twitter thing going on there. Dropped in that battering ram with his heroes, and it's pushing into the Town Hall. You can see he's got the E drags just kind of spread out. And something I noticed, this clan they ran a couple of electro drags in the CC. Not sure honestly how effective it was. Did see it at all Town Hall levels, so obviously this one getting tripled up 11v11 as these drags continue to sweep across the base, and their death animation I think is so awesome with that lightning spell. But yeah, so the 11v11 getting taken care of on electro drag, you're gonna see, I believe, a 10v10 with an electro drag in the CC, and there was a couple of 9s that we also saw the E drags in. So not sure about the utility of them, honestly. As a clan castle troop, seems like they don't even get a shot off with the poison spell, very similar to running a P.E.K.K.A in the CC. But anyway, not going to take away from Dexter's amazing hit there. So the mass E drags. So another thing about this war, as we work our way down, we're going to check out White Wolf getting this top 10 taken care of with a cold-blooded hog attack. Obviously, no 12 in the breakdown. The MLCW did say it is kind of up to you to discuss with the enemy clan what they want to be available. And so Bosnian Knights did opt to allow the usage of siege machines and the new Electro Dragons. So that is why we're getting to see some of this content. Obviously, I'm not going to have any 12v12 action or anything like that in this one, but hopefully that should be coming to the channel via Hello for Now, the Town Hall 11/12 clan in the Byeforever family. But White Wolf is pushing into this base. You can see got that rage spell down, a heal spell, and that siege machine opens up with some Valkyries in the CC. Now, myself personally, that is my favorite siege machine CC. You just basically throw them in there, put the siege machine somewhere where it can dive in and end up somewhere near the enemy queen, and there is your queen kill. But here we go. Here come these hogs, mass hogs coming in from 1 o'clock, from 12 o'clock, from 11 o'clock, and he has got 4 heal spells, or 3 heal spells to get this taken care of. Math is hard, just stay in school, guys. But look at all these hogs just pushing through the base. You can see they're just basically eating that core. In just a second, we should see that second heal spell go down right over that wizard tower. Maybe just a smidge late there. But other than that, I mean, this was basically just a textbook raid. And one I think we will be seeing a lot of 10v10. Use that siege machine, use the heroes in behind it, get the queen, and then basically just hog the rest of the big. Because there is really nothing left. You can see there's just a Tesla. Finishes it up. Hogs end up all backtracking, going to get that enemy king taken care of, and the cleanup was well underway. So excellent job to the White Wolf in that one, getting it taken care of. All right, let's move down. Move 1. So it's going to be my hit here on their number 4 base. And this one was, again, cleanup attack. Nice scout from my Town Hall 9. I forget who did it, so I can't even give them a shout out. But the Town Hall 9 did exactly what I asked of them. I wanted to see what the queen pathing would look like if I dropped her over in this area. Because I was trying to do a Falcon style hit. I used 1 bowler early to just do a kind of a 1-for-1 trade with some skip damage on that bomb tower. Obviously wanted to keep those Valks nice and healthy, and then these loons just came in to help alleviate some of the firepower on that queen, having to knowing I was going to have to use a rage, but wanting to use it just a little bit later right here when the queen steps up, so she could rip through all of these defenses here. Again, got the siege machine, got, you know, the queen running in, and I basically knew what her pathing would be. I knew she would walk sort of this way, and then unfortunately she was going to step into this little cavern here and not play as big of a role as I wanted. But there's the Kiwi, just a funnel, and here come the Valks and the bowlers and the siege machine. Definitely dropped that at not the appropriate angle. But the Valks and the bowlers are going to just run through this core. There's the heal spell. And there is the Electro Drag and the Balloon combo. Now the Balloon is the big issue here. The E-Drag definitely is going to put in some work. But you can see under Poison, basically there's only archers in there. Basically only archers and the queen. And they get it taken care of, and it really doesn't take care of any of my Valks. They're just too far ahead. The siege machine had bowlers, so unfortunately, you know, I got some bowlers that kind of went in a weird direction here, but this is where things get key. You saw those back-end hogs come in to take out that bomb tower, because I know the bomb tower is the threat to the end of this, and look, there is still an Inferno tower up, but as soon as that Expo kind of goes down, the pathing from the backside to this Inferno is perfect. I have the Skelly spell, so the queen just gonna let her and the bowlers walk around this back end, and then there it is, Skelly spell down, distracting. The cannon is distracted, and get this Inferno taken care of, and then from there, obviously, it's easy cleanup. So, I guess good hit. Got it done. Worked out well. Got the 10v10 6-pack pretty early in the war. I was actually traveling this weekend, so yeah, it was a little tough. I think I hit both of my attacks in the first, I'd say within the first 8 hours of war. I had those in, but the Town Hall 9s had finished off the 9s, admittedly, in less than 4 hours. So excellent work to them. And now we're taking a look at Lone Wolf, who I guess there was really just nothing left over. And so he decided, you know what, this base has already been tripled, but I am going to take care of it again and make it look even better, and did it a little bit quicker. So obviously we're going to take a look at this 10v10 as well, since we did pick up 3 of them this week. So we got the Kiwi working that 12 down towards 3 area. The queen is walking her way, pardon me, from 9, and she's going to get down towards 6, which was honestly not the plan. We 2 times tried to get in. This also happened on my attack. Tried to get the queen to go in. It just didn't work. but rages those Valors through the core, and basically, as long as you can wreck through the core of this base, nothing is really going to stop it on the back end. You still got your queen with her ability, and once that Inferno Tower goes down, this base is GG. He brought in the back end hogs early. I end up saving my back end hogs to the very end. I use those as, you know, the last line of defense. You can see he's got the queen, he's got the bowlers. The healers have unfortunately switched over. But with the queen ability and just 2 Teslas and the bowlers walking into range to tank, is going to be able to get it done. Pops that queen ability. There is everything, and there is the third 10v10. So excellent job to Lone Wolf picking up a 10v10 of his own. So yeah, very great work. And now we're going to move down into the 9s. We're only going to take a look at 1 or 2 of them this week. But first off, I wanted to give a highlight, obviously, to Miss Flashy. She has been doing excellent work all season in the MLCW. So just like, who is it? I think I featured Amanda on the channel before. Amanda gets it done with the witches, basically knocks out 2 bases and says, okay, I am done. Wipes her hands and walks away. Miss Flashy does basically the exact same thing. And so she's coming to witches. Obviously, they got a little buff. What does it do to Town Hall 9? Honestly, I can't give you my thoughts. I do play a Town Hall 9, but it's definitely not my, I guess my primary. I guess primarily I'm a 10, 11, 12 player now, mostly focused on 11 and 12. But yeah, I don't know what'll happen with the Town Hall 9s going forward. I definitely see CWL, you know, taking a kind of a step back. I don't know about the MLCW. Obviously, it's always featured smaller clans in a lot of ways. Clans who are trying to get that experience to move in and move up towards the CWL, that being sort of a goal of a lot of clans that have played in the MLCW. But yeah, I mean, watching this before the update, people were already saying that Witches basically had killed Town Hall 9, and then only to see a buff Witches and an increase in bowler levels that's now available on these hits, because obviously you're bringing the I don't know. I don't know. Town Hall 9. It's still one of my favorites because of the variety of attacks that you can do. But as breakdown, other than really scouting, I'm not 100% sure. But let's take a look. I apologize to Lucky in that one. That is not the attack that I wanted to feature. I think maybe it's 18. Notes are all off. My notes are all off, guys. Is it this hit from Lucky? No. I'm just gonna show it. I was looking for an attack. I guess I jotted down in my notes an attacker instead of the person on my end. So we'll watch this TDH go in from Lucky, obviously picking up the 6-pack. I was looking for a perfect storm dragon attack, but I'm sure we'll get another one at some point. The guys and girls over in EA seem to love the dragons, whether it's the Perfect Storm or the Octa Baby. Everyone seems to really enjoy the utility of dragons. Even Dexter pulling out the Electro Dragons this war. So where do we go from here with the dragons? I'm interested to see what kind of concepts the people and as we continue to push forward. Will dragons be the new meta? I don't know. Personally, myself, I'm still about the Valkyries. I'm still about those miners. But here we go. Look at that long wall breaker deployment. That was just huge. Did he get the wall opened up? And the answer is no. Wall did not open up, and looks like Queen is going to wrap around. So oftentimes in a lot of raids that can be a killer. With the TDH, I don't really think that's necessarily the case. Just because of the fact you have those minions, they can go in, they can take care of the enemy queen, which is I'm sure is what is going to happen. As the queen continues to press around, we should see the Lalo come in somewhere around 839, long deployment across this base. So let's see, where do we end up at? It looks like Queen is going to get that expo, so that's very helpful. Yeah, I mean, she's going to walk 3 ADs here. Yeah, here we go. So the loon's coming in 7 o'clock. 8:30ish, 9, and hopefully the Llama Hounds will get there just before, just before the Queen got on the loons, and then obviously those minions direct targeted right onto that Queen. Should probably erase going down just to get through her a little bit quicker, and yeah, just absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Like I said, it is helpful to get the Queen on the opener, not 100% necessary, and that rage spell was 100% not necessary as well in this one, except for maybe some time things. So finishing it up, excellent job to EA. Another victory. I think they're maybe 3-1 since they moved up to the BK main league. Obviously, like I said, not eligible for playoffs or anything like that, but they do have one more final war this weekend, so excited to most likely be a part of that. But that will do it for the recap, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this content. I know that I said I was going to do more recaps, but it has been a hell of a busy couple of weeks since that kind of revelation came. I had time to do the things that I have wanted to do yet, but hopefully I will moving forward. Obviously, with Town Hall 12 dropping and me being I am spending a lot of time farming, but maybe I'll take you guys on that journey with me, show you my 12 and talk about what's going on. But that'll do it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, this is Sam. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies.